Hello, I'm Tash and welcome to this video on working with your hamstrings. Tight hamstrings can often be a factor for us in having a tight lower back. So we're going to start today lying down and relaxing into the breath. Take a moment here to get comfortable and to bring the hands onto the belly, maybe knees are bent. Closing down the eyes and relaxing the muscles of the face. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep exhalation through the mouth. And then connecting to your breath. Slowly deepening your inhales and exhales as you lie here and relax the body into the floor. Notice the back of the body moving against the ground. Gently inhaling to lift both feet off of the floor and squeeze the knees into the chest, taking some gentle circles on the lower back. And then gently circling the other way as well. Next inhalation, squeeze your right knee in towards your body. As you exhale, lift that left leg high and then extend the left foot all the way away towards the ground. Squeezing the right knee in towards the chest. Relax your shoulders here and breathe into the belly. Notice the extension of your right foot away from you and try and press the left foot away from you and try and press the heel into the ground. Then bringing both hands behind that right knee, inhaling, lifting the leg high, kicking the heel away from you. The foot does not have to come to straight here. Exhaling to squeeze that knee in towards the body. Inhaling again, straighten through the leg, lift the heel high. Exhaling, bring it back in. 2 more times. Inhaling, lift. And exhaling to squeeze. This time let's inhale and lift the leg. Really kick that heel away from you. Find length through the back of the leg. And then an option here too, if you feel you have space, squeeze the thigh closer towards you, keeping the knee nice and bent if you need. Let's take 2 more breaths here, both feet engaged. Really nice. Next exhalation, drop that knee back in towards your body. Give it a last squeeze and then dynamically swap the legs over. So slow motion, bringing the left knee in towards the body. Right heel extends all the way to the floor. And then squeezing the left knee in towards you. And taking a moment here to breathe into the abdomen. That right heel still pressing into the ground. Slight internal rotation of your right leg. Relaxing the shoulders here as you breathe. And then bringing the hands behind the left leg. Inhaling, bring the foot towards the sky. Exhaling, re-bend the left knee. 3 more times. Inhaling to extend out through the heel. Exhaling to bring the knee back in. Inhaling, extend. And exhaling to come back into center. On this last one, we'll inhale, extend, and keep the left leg straight towards the sky. And an option to squeeze that knee in towards you closer. Relaxing the shoulders here. Really nice. Let's exhale, rebend that left knee, bring both knees in towards the chest, both hands behind the knees here. And an option to roll to one side to come up today, or taking a roll on the spine. Maybe taking one more just to feel into the back body. Crossing at your shins and coming into a tabletop position. And let's make sure we've spread all 10 fingers wide on the mat here. Firm foundation. And then tuck all 10 of your toes behind you to engage through your feet. Zip up through the front body. Slight tuck of the tailbone here. Back of the neck is nice and long. Next inhalation, extend that left foot away from you. Rocking gently backwards and forwards on the heel. Find that length in the back of the leg. Notice how the hamstring feels on this side. And then inhale to lift that left leg high. As you exhale, round the knee in towards the nose. Touch the knee and the nose together if you can. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, round the knee in towards the nose. Press through the hands. Inhale to extend, and this time as you exhale, round the knee in. Take an inhalation here, spread through the back body. And then exhale, see if you can step that foot between your hands, coming into a low lunge. Untuck your back toes, and then bring both hands onto the knee here. Inhaling, lifting up through the chest. Relax the shoulders down the back. Feel into that right hip flexor lengthening towards the back of the room. Take an inhalation to reach your arms up. Grow long through the side bodies. And then as you exhale, bring both hands down to the floor. Tuck your toes and step back into a downward facing dog. Lifting your hips nice and high. Spreading evenly through the fingers. Knees bent here and lifting your hips to the sky. An option here to bend each knee alternately, just lengthening the back of the legs as you breathe. Shaking the head to release the neck. Then as you next inhale, bring more weight into your toes, engage through your midline, and then exhale, drop the knees back towards the earth. Just checking that the hands are still underneath the shoulders here, toes still tucked behind you. Next inhale, reach the right leg away from you. Toes on the ground as you rock backwards and forwards on the wrist and the heel, just feeling into that leg. And then gently inhaling to lift that leg. As you exhale, round through the spine, bring the knee towards the nose. Inhaling to gently lift back, extend forwards. Exhaling to round in. See if you can touch the knee and the nose. Inhaling last time. Exhaling, rounding here. And then take an inhalation into the back body. As you exhale, see if you can step that foot all the way between the hands. Untucking those back toes. Inhaling, bring the hands onto the knee. Shrug the shoulders down the back and sink low into that front knee here. Then inhaling to reach the arms up. Energy in the fingertips. As you exhale, fold forwards. Tuck the back toes and again step back into your downward facing dog. Knees nice and bent. Head is relaxed. Again, let's take those bends through the knees just to feel into the hamstring. Slowly straightening one leg and bending the other. And then bending your knees more, take an exhalation and take some steps to get towards the front of the mat, keeping the knees nice and bent here. Check in that your feet are hip distance apart. And then as you exhale, bend forwards over your body. Let the head, neck and jaw go. So an option here to grab a hold of each elbow and gently sway from side to side, making sure that your belly and your thighs are coming close towards each other. Take an exhalation. Keep your knees nice and bent so you can touch the ground. And then inhaling, walk your hands up your shins, maybe even to beyond your knees to extend through the crown of your head. Grow long through the back body and slightly tuck the chin in towards the chest. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, rebend those knees. Come all the way back down towards the floor. Release the head. Inhaling again, look forwards. Bring the hands to the shins or the knee. Knees can be slightly bent here. Inhaling, look forwards. And exhaling, fold over the legs. We'll do one more of those. Inhaling to lift the heart space. Shoulders slide down the back. And exhaling to come to the ground. Bending your knees a lot here. Let the crown of the head release. Uttanasana, forward fold. Let's step back all the way with that right foot. Bringing the right knee to the ground here. Come onto the fingertips of your hands and spread through your collarbones. Retuck your back toes. And then as you exhale, come back with the hips into a half splits position. So for some of us with really tight hamstrings, the knee will still be really bent here. An option to keep the fingertips on the ground. Inhale, press through the ground and lift the chest. Find length in the back body. And then as you exhale, just staying here. Inhaling, walk yourself forwards into that lunge position. And exhaling, really gently walk your pelvis back, beginning to straighten through that leg. Take an inhalation again, walk yourself forwards. And then as you exhale, last time, walk yourself towards the back of the mat. Really nice. Gently coming forwards again. Find grounding through your hands. Tuck the back toes and step all the way back into your forward fold. Knees really nice and bent. Let the head, neck and jaw go. Take an inhalation, lift through the chest. Hands come onto the shins. Option to begin to straighten the legs here. As you exhale, rebend your knees, come all the way down. Taking a big step back now with that left foot, left knee all the way to the floor, spreading through the collarbones here. Inhaling. As you exhale, begin to walk yourself back. Right foot extends. Keep those right toes nice and engaged here. Take an inhalation, press into the hands. And then as you exhale, begin to fold a little bit over the legs. Next, inhale again, walking yourself back. Spreading the collarbones, reaching the heart. As you exhale, begin to walk yourself all the way to the back of the mat. One more time. Inhaling, come forwards. Exhaling, find that length at the back of the right leg. Gently inhaling to come forwards. And this time, as you exhale, step all the way back into your downward facing dog. Bending the knees here, shaking the head to release the neck. And then as you exhale, bring both knees to the earth. Sit your hips back towards your heels, untuck your toes and come into a child's pose. Completely resting the head on the ground. And maybe massaging the forehead by swaying from side to side. Check in that the shoulders and arms feel relaxed in this place. Gently inhaling to come back into your tabletop position. Exhaling to tuck the toes, lift the hips one more time back to downward facing dog. Gently bending your knees to look between your hands. Take one big step or some smaller ones to get all the way again to the front of the mat. Feet hip distance apart as you exhale, fold forwards, this time to stay. Option here to bring the hands to the backs of the calves. Knees really, really nice and bent. Another option is just to keep the hands on the ground and allow the head to really relax down. See if you can breathe here into the back of the body. Next inhalation, again, lift the heart space and look forwards. As you exhale, refold over the legs, stepping all the way back into your downward facing dog. Then inhaling to step the right foot between the hands, maybe taking 2 steps here. Turn on your heels to face the side of the room. Keep your knees nice and bent here so that you can reach the ground. Let's inhale, lift through the chest, look forwards, shoulders slide down the back. As you exhale, rebend those knees, bring the head down. 2 more times. Inhaling, lifting through the chest. And exhaling, folding over the legs. Last one. Inhale, find length through your spine. As you exhale, fold forwards, this time to stay. See if you can let the head, neck and jaw go, pressing the outside edges of your feet into the ground, maybe shaking the head from side to side to release the neck. Prasarita Padottanasana. Next inhalation, lift through the heart and look forwards. Exhale, walk yourself towards the front of the mat, step back into downward facing dog. And then dropping your knees to the floor here, we'll come all the way into a seated position. Releasing your legs towards the front of your mat. And then give your legs a gentle shake here. We'll lift the right leg in towards the body and then let the right knee fall out to the side. Pressing the right sole of the foot into the left upper thigh here. Inhale to reach the arms up, slight bend in that extended leg. As you exhale, right hand to the outside edge of the left knee. Inhale to lift into the twist, and as you exhale, fold and twist a bit deeper. Breathing here into the rib cage. Let's inhale and find energy through the fingertips. Lift up. As you exhale, find that space in the front body, folding gently forwards. Bring the hands to the outsides of the calves. Inhale again, lift up. Exhale to fold again over the legs, lengthen the spine. Inhale to reach back up one more time. And then exhale this time to stay. See if you can avoid rounding the spine here by finding that length through the back body. Chest is lifted, looking towards the toes. Let's take an inhalation here and lift the chest one last time. And then exhale just to fold a little bit deeper if you feel you've got the space. The key thing here is having some patience. So find your breath. Just taking one more breath here. Gently inhaling to walk yourself back up to seated. And then exhaling to extend both legs away from you. Give them a gentle shake again to release any tension. Gently reach the left leg in towards the body, left sole of the foot to the right upper thigh. Bending slightly into that right knee. Let's inhale and reach both arms up. Find length through the body. As you exhale, left hand to the outside of the right leg, finding that twist. Inhaling, press the back hand into the floor. Exhaling, twisting deeper. Take an inhalation to reach back up through both arms. And an exhalation to hinge from the hips and fold forwards. It really doesn't matter how far you come down. The aim is not to grab the foot. Inhale again to reach up. Lengthen the spine here. Exhale to fold forwards, hands to the outsides of the calves. One more time. Inhaling to reach up. Exhaling to fold forwards. Take an inhalation to re-extend through the spine. And then exhale, if you feel you have more space, gently folding over the legs. Again, finding your breath and switching on your patience. Just 2 more breaths like this. Then as you inhale to lift back up through the arms, exhaling to release the arms and extend the legs away from you. Taking a little wiggle with both legs. And then we'll sit forwards on the hips and bring the soles of the feet together. You might like to get the squishy parts of your sit bones out here and gently press the feet together. So for some of us, we might already find that the spine is rounding slightly. So if that's you, then bring your hands behind you to help you sit up taller. Coming into Baddha Konasana. Gently lift through the chest, but tuck the chin in towards the body. Option to close the eyes here as you breathe. Option to also fold slightly forwards if you can keep that space in your front body. Taking deep breaths into the chest, deep exhalations from the belly. Take your time to come out of this pose. Hands come to the outsides of the knees. And then we'll come to lie back down on our mat. So find your way there, supporting yourself with your elbows. And then bringing both knees back in towards the body for a squeeze. You might like to rock gently from side to side here. And then our final pose before rest will be happy baby. So for some of us, it might be enough just to bring the big toes to touch and hold onto the shins or just below the knee, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. An option here to also imagine you are walking on the ceiling, grab a hold of the inside edges of your feet and pull them down towards your elbows. See if you can keep your shoulders nice and relaxed here. And imagine the whole spine melting onto the floor. Just one last deep breath here. Gently bringing both knees back in towards the body and extending the legs into Shavasana. Feet nice and wide, palms of the hands facing up, completely relaxing the entire body here. Let's take a deep inhalation. Exhale, release through the mouth. Take another breath like this. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling fully. Take as much time as you need to rest in this position, knowing that there is no rush to come up. Taking this time to relax the body and the mind, and letting go of any expectations that you may have had of yourself in this practice. Namaste.